In this series, I'm starting over as a broke level 1 player with the goal of becoming a GTA Online veteran. But in order to do so, I'll have to complete every objective on this list while having a limit of 2 hours a day to play. So with that being said, welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches 2-hour edition. In today's episode, I'm going to be completing 2 more of these salvage yard robberies, one of which will give me essentially a free car, and the other will make us a few $100,000. So here we are at the salvage yard, and this is a business I bought quite a few episodes ago, but right over here at the computer is where we could start up these salvage yard robberies. Now these are like mini heists. You have a couple setups and a finale plus a couple tasks, and they're going to pay out, as you can see, a couple $100,000 per. But in the case of the Ubermock cipher this week, we're going to be able to claim it, which means we could purchase it for about $20,000. Although I will explain at the very end why I'm actually getting it essentially for free. So we're going to start this one up first. We're going to pay $20,000 to start it up, and now we could get into the gangbanger robbery. So for the first setup mission, we're going to have to scout out a few things over at the Mission Row police station. Okay, so we've arrived here, and as you can see on the mini map, there are 3 things we need to take a picture of. So the first thing is going to be the big vent on the top of the police station. That should be good enough there. Perfect. We could send that to Jamal. And then I'm going to run over here to this side of the building, and we're going to take a picture of the police helicopter there. That should be good as well. Perfect. And then the final thing is going to be the entrance or the doors on the other side of the building. There we go. The doors should be right there. That should be good enough. Perfect. Send it to Jamal. And that should be the end of the mission. Here we are back at the salvage yard, and that is the scope out mission done. So now that the scope out is done, we have 2 more setup missions to do, and then also 3 tasks. We have to get a getaway vehicle, stun guns, and weapon stash. We could also get the optional masks and the optional disrupt equipment, but I personally don't even bother. So let's steal the police helicopter first. So here we are at the Weasel news station. We first have to hack the signal box here. This is just like the Cayo Perico heist hack, so all we have to do is match up these numbers. 4 should be there, and then 2 times 3 is 6. There you go, 2020. Now all we have to do is head over to the Los Santos Medical Center, and there will be a police helicopter we could steal. Now there are going to be a handful of cops there that could take us out, so we got to be careful, but for the most part this should be fairly easy. So we're going to go right to the top of the building here. I'm going to take out that cop there. We already have the cops on us, which is fine. I don't know how this guy wasn't taken out. We got one more cop here. And then we have one more around there. Perfect. Take him out. And now we could steal the police Maverick and get away. Okay, it took some time, but we finally lost the cops. Now we could deliver it to the marked location, which is right next to the highway here. So there you go. Dropped it off. Now we have to get out of here. And there you go. That's the first setup mission done. And now that we've completed it, we could see our tasks here on the map. They are these green bags. So I'm going to do these first, then complete the final setup, and we could get into the finale. Okay, so here we are at the first task. We just have to call Jamal very quickly. And now we have to go to this ammunition here. So we're going to walk inside. The unmarked weapons should be in this room over here. They will be in this green duffel bag. We could just pick that up and then bring it back to the police station. All right, all we have to do is stash them here underneath the dumpster and get away without breaking suspicion, as you can see in the bottom right. So we're gonna have to take off pretty quickly, and we should be good. There you go. Let's now do the next task. Here we are at the second task. Once again, we have to call up Jamal, and then he'll give us the location to the getaway vehicle. So we gotta break into this garage that is right here. I'm just gonna take out everybody inside, just gonna go ham. This could be a mistake, but it does not matter. This is very similar to one of the cargo crate. Oh, I'm gonna die. Whoa. Okay. Saved myself there. Take out this guy over here. And once again, I don't want to die. We have one more person there. Perfect. Now we could steal one of these getaway vehicles. And the one I'm gonna go for is the Anis 300R. It is armored, and it is a very quick vehicle. And now all we have to do is bring it over to the marked location. Okay, so we're at one of the locations here. I'm going to stash the car there. And for some reason, they're still chasing after me, so I'll take them out regardless. There's number 2. Blowing cars up next to the police station is devious work by me, but now we could take off, and that's okay. Well, there you go. Let's now do task number 3. And here we are at task number 3. Call up Jamal, and he's going to give us the location of the stun guns. Okay, so we first have to search the parking lot for the security vehicle. So far, I can't find it. It's likely going to be over here. Yes, it is. It's always going to be this yellow and blue, white and blue vehicle. Let's pop the trunk here. We get to steal the stun guns, and then we got to bring them back to the salvage yard. And here we are. Now we could get into the final setup mission. So for this setup mission, we're first going to have to head over to the Rockford Hills. Okay, here we are. We got to break into the lockup, and we could do this stealth, but I'm just going to go in guns blazing, take them out using my Oppressor Mark II. This should be light. How am I missing? Okay. I was about to say, how am I missing everything? All right, here we are at the lockup entrance. Now we could head inside. We're now in the building. We got to locate the tactical gear, and I'm gonna have to get through everybody here and take them all out. Okay, we located the tactical gear. Now we could get out of here. And because I took everybody out at the entrance, this should be a fairly easy drive back to the salvage yard. We will have a few enemies spawn in, but they're not going to be too much of a hassle. Okay, everything is set up. Let's now get into the robbery. I gotta say, this one is actually a pretty cool one as well. It was the first one I think we ever did when the DLC first came out. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is head over to the location of the police helicopter so that we could pick it up and head over to the police station. And I'm fumbling the bag here. Holy. And here we are. We got to land it on the roof. Nice and good. And now we have to incapacitate the cop with our stun gun. Take it out. Don't look at me. Don't. Okay. Hello? Hello? How am I botching it already? Okay, now that we've done that, the next thing we have to do is throw the gas up into these tanks here. Let's see if I can hit it first time. Did I get it? No? Okay. Okay, forget it. I'm just going to use my head and actually go up here and toss one. If I miss... Okay, I'm missing from point blank range, bro. There you go. That is the first one. Now we got to head over here and do it once again. We're going to climb up here, climb up... No. Okay. Relax, bud. Let's get that one in there. Good. There you go. That one drops in. And now the final one here. Okay. I was about to say, how do I keep missing from point blank? So now we could get inside the building. We smoked out the cops, but we're going to have to take out a few guys and get to business. So I'm going to go in. We have only a stun gun, which is not ideal, but that's fine. We're going to have to run down all the way to the first floor. We first have to locate the cell keys, which I'm going to be honest, I don't even remember where they are. Stun that guy right there. Stun that guy as well. And here we got the cell keys right there. Pick them up. And now we have to go to the basement to get our man so that we could get out. So here we are. Stun him again. Oh, there's a recharge. There you go. We got him. And we got one more cop here. Stun him. And now we could access the computer. We got the jail door open. And now we're going to use the keys to open up King Tiny's cell. Like I was saying earlier, I really do enjoy this robbery. I think it's so cool that we get to come here to the police station, actually open up the cell, and escape from the station. I think it's a great concept. So there will be a cop come around the corner here, I believe. Yep. We got an FBI agent. Okay. This is not going the way I wanted it to go. The other cop is going to be right there. Good. Now we could actually grab the weapons that we have here. And now we have to get to our getaway vehicle. So I'm going to have to take out as many cops as I possibly can here as fast as possible while we run to the getaway. Don't shoot at King Tiny. He's my boy. Okay, Tiny, let's go. Let's go, brother. Come on. We don't have time. We don't have time, bro. All right, here we are in the getaway car, and by far the easiest thing to do, we got to lose the cops, is to go into the train tunnel, which I'm going in the wrong direction. Oh my. So we're going right through the danger zone. Probably not the smartest idea here, but that's fine. We got through, and now we could go here. And when you go into these underground tunnels, the cops will not follow you, so you could easily lose them and then come back out. And we should lose the cops any second now. There you go. So now all we have to do is take King Tiny to LSIA. Here we are at the airport. He's going to get into the helicopter, and then we're now going to be given the location to the car that we are stealing. All right, we are here at the Vagos hideout, and okay, that backfired so bad. All right, we're going to have to take out everybody here and then steal the car. Okay, we've taken all of them out, and now we can get into the car. And this is the Ubermacht Cypher, which is a really cool car, and it's okay. They're just coming in, guns blazing, that's fine, I understand. I'm taking your shit, but I do think this is a really cool car to have, and I mean the modifications on it, we'll check it out a little bit more at our salvage yard, but the modifications are incredible. And there you go, that's the end of the mission. Now there are a couple different objectives that we could have tried to complete during the finale to get a little extra money, but I didn't care about it. I just want to get the car and be able to claim it. So here are the different bonus rewards we could get. We only got 2 out of the 3, which means we only made an extra $20,000. But here is why this car is free. So we just made 20 grand, which is amazing. And now I could claim it for $20,000. So we just made 20 grand for completing the heist. And now we could claim it for 20 grand, which means we just got this car, which is usually, by the way, 1.55 million without the upgrades. With the upgrades, it's probably like 1.7, maybe 1.8 million. And we're getting it for 20 grand or for free. So there you go. We now have the car and we're going to place it in our auto shop. So here it is. We'll actually go into first person so we could see it better. This is the Ubermacht Cypher. I gotta say, let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I think this is a beautiful car. Of course, it's based off a BMW in real life, But the mods on this, the gold paint, the spoiler, the carbon all over the car, I think it looks incredible. Now we can go and customize it how we want, but I'm actually going to leave it. I left the first car that we ever claimed the way it is, and I'm going to do the same here with this one. And I'm just very excited that we finally have this car. So claiming this car for $20,000 was one thing we could have done after we stole it, but another thing we could do with the salvage yard robbery cars is to sell them. Now, not every car is claimable, but all of them can be sold for some money. So we're going to go back to the salvage yard and do another salvage yard robbery to get the most expensive car out of the 3 this week. And the best thing about it is this salvage yard robbery is one that we haven't done before. So we are working towards completing the GTA Online checklist. After completing this one, we will have done 2 more salvage yard robberies today, which means we only have 2 more left to complete that objective. So let's get into the scope out mission. This time we are scoping out the Maze Bank Arena, and this finale is actually a really cool one. You guys will see here in a second. I gotta say, replaying these robberies has really made me realize how good they were when they first came out. I mean, they probably have the coolest finales out of most of the heists in the game. We got one where we are going to break into a race that's in this arena. We have one where we break into the Kasaka submarine and steal a car from the Kasaka submarine. We just did the one where we are breaking someone out from the police station. I mean, all around, these finales are very good. So we're here at the arena. We're first gonna have to scope out the entrance here. I'm gonna take a picture quickly. There you go, send it to Jamal. Let's now take a picture of the entrance there to the arena. And finally, we have to take a picture of the arena doors in here. There you go. And that should be it. Send it to Jamal. And now we have to leave the area or return to the salvage yard. My bad. And there you go. That's the scope out done. Let's now do the tasks and the setup missions. So the first setup I'm going to do is the bypass module. Okay, so for this mission, we have to destroy 3 signal jammers. And for some reason, it's auto locking onto them. Okay, well, we got the signal jammer regardless. Let's now head on to the next one. Here we are. We should be able to take them out from long range. That's not going to be, that's not the jammer. There you go. That should be good. Now we could head over to number 3. Here we are. We're going to destroy it in one fell swoop. Mess that up. There you go. Perfect. Now we have to head over to the Merryweather lockup. Okay, so we've arrived. I'm going to start taking them out here. I actually should have came around the side here. Okay. Dude, who's shooting? They must have a turn. I see you, sneaky bugger. Don't kill me. Okay. We got it. This is the absolute worst time to run out of snacks, but with my luck, that's the way it goes. And here is the bypass module. We could pick it up. And now I have to fly back to the salvage yard. And there you go. That's the end of the mission. Let's now get into the second setup. Okay, so we're here at the abandoned workshop and we're going to break in. If I remember correctly, we're going to have to take out a bunch of different security guards and then finally get the VIP pass. Yes, so we are here. There is security cameras everywhere. I'm going to run around this way and I was about to say I'm going to try to keep stealth, but that just went out the window. And I have no snacks, which is literally the last thing I want. Okay, yeah, this is just not going to end well. This is... At least I got one. At least I took out one with me. Okay, we're going to have to hack this keypad over here as well. And now we have to search this room for a key card. There's no way I hacked that when the door was open over here. I'm so dumb. All right, we got the key card here, and now we could bring it over and get into Peter's office. There you go. We finally have access to the office. Great choice. Great choice. Gotta love the Turismo. The man has good taste in cars. Okay. I'm losing track of what I'm supposed to be doing here. We got the VIP pass. Now we could get out of here. And I believe we just got to head back to the salvage yard. I haven't done these salvage yard robberies in quite some time, so please forgive me if I forget anything. But here we are at the salvage yard. That's the end of the setup. And now we have only 2 tasks this time to complete before we could get into the finale. But first, I'm going to re-snack up here. If you guys don't know, if you own the salvage yard, you could snack up there at the snack bowl. For some reason, English is hard for me today, but there you go. Now let's get into the 2 tasks. All right, here we are at the first task over here at the LSIA airport. For this one, we're gonna have to break into this warehouse here and steal a trailer. I gotta pick up the cab keys here, and now I could steal the trailer. And now that we've lost the cops, we can now bring the trailer over to the marked location. And here we are, perfect. Now we could just book it, and that will be the end of that. There you go, let's now complete the final task. Alright, here we are. Now we're going to get the LS Panic outfits, which will go with the trailer. And they're actually just going to be in this store here. They should be stashed near the counter. There you go, in that purple bag. We'll pick them up and then bring them back to the salvage yard. And there you go, that's the end. We could now get into the finale, steal the car, and then make a few $100,000. Okay, so the first thing to do is to pick up the LS Panic trailer here, because this is how we're going to sneak into the arena. All right, here we are. And now we could enter the arena. We're going to use the VIP pass that we stole to get inside. There you go. We can now move past the guard and we could go downstairs. Now in the private box, there's going to be security everywhere. I'm just going in blazing. I'm blasting them all. Okay, maybe they're blasted. I'm actually not gonna say that. Pause. Holy smokes, these guys are cooking. I'm getting cooked. We got one more guy there. There you go. Took him out. And now we're gonna have to look through the telescope here to pick out the Pfister Neon, which is currently in the race. It should stick out like a sore thumb because the rest of these are arena war vehicles. Okay, so it's not there. Are we over there? No, it's not there. There is the Pfister Neon. Perfect. We now have to use one of the drones here to disable the car while it's currently in the race, which is pretty cool. Now, this is very similar to how it works during the arena war matches if you've ever played them. But okay, I'm already getting cooked. I'm already getting cooked. Come on, get it this time. Yes, finally. That took way more times than I'm willing to admit. We could now head downstairs and pick up the Neon. Now there's going to be tons of security here, so we're just gonna have to take them out as we go. Okay, nope, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. And they killed. Okay. I gotta keep my cool. All right, we've reached the Neon. Now we gotta escape the arena. But first, we have to install the bypass module. And now we have to exit the arena. Okay, so we're out of the arena here, and we're gonna have to drive over to the salvage yard, although we will be redirected here in a second, because there is a bomb on the car that we have to get rid of. And to do so, we're gonna have to go to Hal within a 2.5 minute time frame, which we are making good time on so far. The Neon, if I remember correctly, is an electric car, so it is very quick and it should be easy to get here on time. So there you go. We've now been able to disable the bomb. And the last thing to do is to bring it over to our salvage yard. So we still got these guys on our tail, but that is fine. They're not going to pose too much of a problem for us. And there you go. That's the end of the salvage yard robbery. Now this time we're going to do something that we haven't done yet in the series, and that is actually sell the car that we have just stolen. Now once again, we got 2 out of the 4 objectives complete, so that's another $20,000, plus we get $50,000 for completing these salvage yard robberies for the first time. We got that 50K with the last one. We just got the 50K for this current one, and now we're going to sell the vehicle. So we can actually salvage it if we want. It takes 48 minutes if you have 2 staff members, or double the time if you have 1 staff member, but it's never worth salvaging because it takes more time and you make less money. So instead, just sell it to the terminal for $392,000 or for the maximum amount of money possible, because the sell mission is very easy. Now, similar to vehicle cargo with the CEO business, if you damage the car at all, it will be deducted from your total pay, but you're given 30 minutes to get there on time, so there's no need to drive fast and to wreck the car. And here we are at the terminal. We can drop it off and we're gonna make $400,000. So we made $400K for about 40 minutes of work, which isn't too bad. Actually, my math is wrong, about 50 minutes of work. So there you go, 392 plus the first time bonus and the 2 objectives. We made roughly 460K in that time, which is not bad whatsoever. But that is going to be all for today. We got another 2 salvage yard robberies done for the GTA Online checklist. And we also got a brand new Ubermax Cypher, which is a great car in game. I'm really excited that we have it. Another tuner's car to add to the garage. And on top of that, we made roughly $500,000 in this 2 hours as well. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Peace.